Yo, Jay, you outdid yourself. This is gonna be the party of the year for sure.
No RSVP, cool text. Just to know, man. Just to know I love her.
Trust me, she'll be here. Plus, you're not bootlegging anymore. With all this money, you got nothing to worry about. Let's go, man.
Used to be a fake one. Cellophane dipped in plastic, gold-plated elastic that could stretch, blocking voices of reason. Oscar-winning performance, always changing with the seasons. In winter, see me strut in thin coats, hoping 0 degrees would miss my skin, as if others were meek and I was the only one destined to win. In spring, lean with the flowers bloom. Bees buzzing sweet nothing, sucking honey from my comb, impregnating my womb. In summer, I shined. Humidity had me on cloud 9, no care to hold. Body walking naked to make a statement, flashing lights with my negatives exposed. In autumn, I'd fall. Believe media feeds to boost my self-esteem. A million selfies caked with Maybelline, waiting for applause, but it never came. It never does.
False appearing, real deceiving, pseudo quasi-human being. I hope that nobody can see I'm plastic. False appearing, real deceiving, pseudo quasi-human being. I hope that nobody can see I'm plastic.
Can't stand to be a lame. One who stands jealous of the next man who has plenty, dying to be the same. Ripping his name to shreds till no trace. Trading places to find me, a winner running my own race. Filthy project window with grass greener out. Though a rose that grows in concrete, my roots deep stagnant with no water to sprout. Cold without pressure, never a diamond. Flossing reckless is like driving without a license. Riding dollars as magic carpet you play. Excuse to misuse, fortune, fame. Time rewinds for you to face what makes you bend at the knees. Act foolish for attention of fools that care less if you bleed. You're not 5 cents on a shelf. Real talk, be yourself.
False appearing, real deceiving, pseudo quasi-human being. I hope that nobody can see I'm plastic. False appearing, real deceiving, pseudo quasi-human being. I hope that nobody can see I'm plastic.
Like the men when I walk through. Don't care if they know who I am, I'm a fan of myself. I'm the man you could tell by the smile on the faces of biddies I talk to. Fly guy, fresh Prince of Ella. Came in the spot, all black, backpack full of loud. Try to tell about the smell, you could tell by the smile on my face and the red eyes. Take a minute, listen for a second. Pep in my step, cause I never come in second. Never stressing in the club, two-stepping. Got a bottle in my hand and my lady right next to me. Standing on couch is my hobby. In the club or the hotel lobby. Breaking the rules like there's nothing to lose. I did one of you two try and stop me. She did the digital dash. Saw us online and she followed us. So we had bottles, she just won a model. With one, maybe two for the cameras. I had a digital lapse. Gave her my number and all of that. Told her to hit me, but knowing there's really no chance of me calling back. Not a player, but I crush enough to get in trouble. Biddies know I'm Mr. Right Now. I'm in town for the night. On my worst behavior, trying to get a little crazy. What's the point of being subtle? Shot after shot like I'm Curry when I pull up. 3 to the head in a hurry when I pulled up. Step back, crossed over, then I put up. My hands to the sky, another round. Let's get right for the night. Let's get right for the night. My hands to the sky, another round. Let's get right for the night. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my I'm a star and you can't tell me different. I feel like that dude when I get in that mood. I don't know what to do, how to move. I be acting a fool with some drinks in the system. Women, tree, go weather the recipe. Parties on hills, some hills for her next to me. She got a friend, they both wanna mess with me. Only in time for the night, so it's meant to be. I had a dream, woke up after chasing money, power, respect. I'm impatiently waiting for my time to shine. I'm gonna make it regardless of whether it's given or taken. 6 cents got me bugging seeing dead people. Pockets full of legends, missed text from the mistress. Got my drink on, now I'm bound to get in trouble. Shot after shot, keep me mellow when I pull up. 3 to the head like I'm mellow when I pulled up. Hesitated for a second, then I put up my hands to the sky, another round. Let's get right for the 9. Let's get right for the 9. My hands to the sky, another round. Let's get right for the 9. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my 2-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my 2-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my 2-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my 2-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my 2-step.
We from the dirt, but we clean up nice. Now we apply pressure and the pressure burst pipes. Take a drink, roll the dice. Yeah, it's alright, what a hell of a day. And it's gonna be a long night in the city of dreams. It don't always be what it seems. Stay out the way and keep it real with your team. In the city of dreams, weapons fire for material things. Loyalty to the money, nothing else in between. Fuck your point of view, I'm on GOAT time. Test me if you want. And that jury that you flaunting on the front line, I'm sick of this race. I'm torching niggas that are sicker than pace. Fuck a gauge. I told a blade that put a slit in your face. Scary times, happy to rhyme. I'm putting pain on the line. The BX, the city of your dreams, but I'm awake with a 9. As fake with a line, you fake. I can't deal with you rappers talking to flip like you acrobatic. I hate when you lie. I rep the city like it's 9/11. You talking terror, better hide your weapon, or they gon' line your brethren. For the chain, they gon' count your blessings. Respect the essence, or it's life after death like 97. Loyalty automatic, death before dishonor made it savage. The shooting is traumatic, but whenever it's drama, I get it static. Pump drum, machine in the bag like an asthmatic. We from the dirt, but we clean up nice. Now we apply pressure and the pressure burst pipes. Take a drink, roll the dice. Yeah, it's alright, what a hell of a day. And it's gonna be a long night in the city of dreams. It don't always be what it seems. Stay out the way and keep it real with your team. In the city of dreams, weapons fire for material things. Loyalty to the money, nothing else in between.
In the city of dreams, I smoke an eighth to the face and think of plenty of things. Since 2012, I've been walking around with plenty of chains, scamming. I was cashing checks and plenty of names. Now I'm getting money off of making words rhyme. She yours, but if I want, I can make that bird mine. I ain't smoked weed with seeds since I had a few seeds of my own. Yeah, nigga, I'm grown. Rap shit changed my life when that dough sparked. This clean money, I'd never been to the Ozarks. But fuck Netflix and chillin', nigga. I'm comfortable on blocks where they really killin' niggas. I need mines, I ain't taking no shorts. Being in my zone got nothing to do with sports. I'm the man round here, I don't know what you niggas thought. Standing 10 toes down, holding down the fort.
We from the dirt, but we clean up nice. Now we apply pressure and the pressure burst pipes. Take a drink, roll the dice. Yeah, it's alright, what a hell of a day. And it's gonna be a long night in the city of dreams. It don't always be what it seems. Stay out the way and keep it real with your team. In the city of dreams, weapons fire for material things. Loyalty to the money, nothing else in between.
The gangsters and the hustlers that said, The culture and the sisters even said, I need to come back, need to come back, I need to come back, need to come back, the gangsters and the hustlers, they said, the culture and the sisters even said, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, Perfect aim can never miss, but who gon' break the arrow? They talking sideways, but never walk the straight and narrow. I think heavy, so I'm taking on the widest load. I'm trying to level up to balance out the highs and lows. I talk less to keep my eyes exposed. Watching for the opportunists in your crew, they disguise as foes. Being me makes me different from the rest. They shouting out your failures, but whisper your success, yes. Sometimes I'd rather hit the beach cheering vacay, but then I realize that each year a payday. Never will I ever stop, I will be forever hot. I'm a Scorsese on the mic with a clever plot. More crazy with the flow, I'ma let you tell it. Cop the drop for the low just to get you jealous. I'm getting way better, and I age better. Still remain cool even when they say it's strange weather. The gangsters and the hustlers, they said, the culture and the sisters even said, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, the gangsters and the hustlers, they said, the culture and the sisters even said, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, They saying let's get it, G-Death. They drying off while I'ma get my feet wet. Classic J's for the gear, I keep fresh. Nobody do it like me, keep sweat. They like live, you got that fire all along, but it's hard to hear your truth when you're lying in the song. They celebrate the weak but ain't admiring the strong. Bring a ruckus when I rhyme, but I'm quiet as the storm, man. I ain't trying to be a martyr or a slave. I grow smarter and I change and go harder in my ways. Never been bitch, was a starter in my days. Ain't trying to be the artist, I'm the Carter of the game, man. Now my team running, we have the track support. Y'all can miss me with the comments going back and forth. We be the type to pull up on you, that's the course. Let me chill, it's my comeback, relaxing floors. Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me tonight. This is Live Johnson, the captain of the boat speaking. Yeah, I got Ebony Eyes in the back zoning out with me. Michael Bostic somewhere drinking Henny. You know how we do, man. EDC. This is my comeback year, by the way. The gangsters and the hustlers, they said, the culture and the sisters even said, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, the gangsters and the hustlers, they said, the culture and the sisters even said, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back, need to come back,
Tasty. 2 on 1 tanks, they be begging just to rate me. Swallow my dick, slurp it up, don't be lazy. High and by God, cause I'm wavy. Niggas hate it, ain't me. I dig it out, have a shaking saying wow. Screaming, moaning loud, while you making daddy proud. Take it down, shorty, tripping like she going out of town. Grills up in my mouth while I eat it like it's chow. Look, I'm a daddy die. Beating on your back, you begging me to stop, and I won't, cause you nasty. You slapping on my knob, Dougie with the locks, while you fucking to the locks. I'm just saying, if you don't get the picture, you get crack. Moral of the story is you fucking with a thot.
You know we ain't gon' put a ring on it, so baby let me put that thing on it, yeah. Baby girl, bring it right back. I like it when you turn around and bring it right back. You know I wanna see you naked. I like it when you want it sound like a Jamaican. I got some dick up, you can take it. A couple shots and how you leaking, yeah. She said, is that right? Keep backing up and I'ma give you that act right.
You know the Henny get her wasted. She said my dick is so tasty. Straight up, no chasing. Now I'm in the end zone playing no safety. With a bad mommy, half Cuban, half Dominican. Sun kiss with a little touch of that cinnamon. Soon as we hit the crib, we about to get it in. Dick calm her down, so it's sorta like Ritalin. I'm a dot boy, shorty, I ain't tryna cuff. I'ma beat it up, eat it up, cause I beat it rough. Missionary back shots, baby, all that kind of stuff. Keep them coming back, cause I know they can't get enough. All this Henny do is turn me to a thot. Turn around, baby, show me what you got.
I just wanna do you dirt. Put it on me, bust it open, baby, hurt me. Caress me, smirk, my heart racing like a derby. Swallow me whole, like my nickname is Kirby. Slurpee, my tongue dancing on your waistline to the baseline. So loud, my neighbors heard you through the grapevine. Put that pearl on my tongue for that FaceTime. You taste fine like grape wine, my face shine bright like the glow that you get from the sex stove. I'm big, I can make you feel extraterrestrial. Left stroke deep, how you feel it in your breast though. Open up your breath like Vicks for a chest cold. You got a hole like nobody I know. A fool's gold, X marked in the back of your throat. Girl, a goat, I sweater like I'm under a coat. When I get you, it's a kill like Murder She Wrote. Spit bad, you terrible. Body ill, I'm the third flu. Every single inch of your being I find incredible. Taste test your core since you edible. Girl, I had you dancing with the stars 10 light years ahead of you. Screaming for your savior. Shocked like I tased you. Buzz like a pager. Doing the things that major. We major. Shooter in your club like Shine. You like it hardcore. You thought that this mankind till I beat it. No Mike Jack. All up in you despite that. Fact that if you give me that second round, then I might snap. Bend your back. Fingers moving through your tracks. Racing for the finish. Got that kitten running laps. Ass slaps and visions of positions that's abstract. In too deep for the backtracks. Now I'm in my backpack. Dougie with my chain while I tap that. You going off that Remy, let me pat that. Roll a sticky, then weed, Minaj, no Nicky. You your friend and your Vicky, giving each other hickeys. Do you while I'm pissy off a $40 Henny? And style blow you a kiss, then I block like Jenny.
Let's go!
Didn't know it hurt so bad. Didn't know I get this sad. Didn't think I'd break the rules. Didn't know I'd act a fool. You say you didn't know you hurting me. I mean, how could you? You deserted me. So nigga, yeah. So nigga, fuck you. Toughen up, I had to stick it out. Put my feelings aside and get out the drought. I needed a reroute. I said fuck you, but what did that do for me? It just hurt me clearly, as you can see. Checking on Snap, Twitter, and Instagram, trying to see who got my man attention. Like you stuck me in my heart right from the start. You swear you wouldn't lie to me, then you was on strike too. Goddamn, I was a fool for loving you. Didn't know I would hurt so bad. Didn't know I'd get this sad. Didn't think I'd break the rules. Didn't know I'd act a fool. You said I'm playing for queens. I know you're leaving, but I'll make sure you'll never forget. You'll never forget that I am royal, and I deserve a king that will treat his queen like everything. To be honest, I took a loss. My heart paid the cost. I didn't ask for this. Clearly God built me to take his and stand up, forgive and never forget. Didn't know I hurt this bad. say. Didn't think I'd break the rules. Didn't know I'd act a fool. You didn't know you hurt me. I mean, how could you? You deserted me. So nigga, yeah. So nigga, fuck you. So nigga, fuck you.
What's up, world? It's your homegirl Ivy. This is welcome to the Rawrrzone. So we are here, special Friday edition. You know, we got the SmackDown on. Got home somewhat early. Before I bring the guest of the hour, me, I would like to thank all of our sponsors, who are a part of our 5th anniversary. Amanda Elgin Sound Productions Radio, EDC, Dirty Heels, the Jobbeteers Podcast, The Peel, Mama Rogue, the Your Sports Show, our home station at Dominus TV. We have The Other Day, Rockview Entertainment, Muffin Man Pictures, and TitanOfRap.com. And of course, our vendors who will be feeding everyone is Soul and Roll Catering. Without you guys, a lot of this wouldn't have been possible. So, for the sake of time, we have the host, the birthday boy himself, Mr. Blackhart himself from the Off the Top Ropes podcast in the motherfucking building. So, let's bring him on. Yo, you're fashionably late, sir.
Hey. Oh, yeah, but cuz you never got to check out the second season, man. For real.
You on your heel shit. You trying to come on your own time.
Yo, listen, man. People's been swarming over me all day today. I haven't even got a chance to even finish my own sandwich. But let's do this anyway. Yo, cuz, listen, I'm in the middle of a podcast interview that I gotta do a birthday stream at 10 o'clock. As much as I want to stay on this chat with you, I gotta go.
I mean, but you can send them the link to this or our website.
Listen, yo, cuz, I love you, man. Please hold your head in that. Actually, do you have a pen? No, actually, just remember this address.
I don't have it, Sean. I can call you once in a while. I got your number on my phone.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, just remember 51 Linden Street, Dorchester.
Okay, all right.
And that's where I'm at right now.
All right, Sean, take care of yourself.
I love you, cuz.
I love you.
All right, man. Nah, my fault, man. That was my cousin, man. Nah, man, that was my cousin calling me from jail and shit. So I was like, yo, B, I had to take this phone call. That's why I was like, yo, listen, family comes first.
Nah, I feel you.
So that's why when you was like, yo, like, we're running out of time, I'm like, yo, listen, I'd rather lose the time than lose talking to my cousin that I haven't heard in like 4 months. So I was like, yo, listen, man, family first. So she's why I understand that. But yo, man, y'all got someone that's locked up and shit like that, man, write to them, please. That's all I really got to say about that. But yeah, man, let's go, man. Let's do this.
You got this, man. And I hope everything is okay.
Nah, man, we good. We Gucci over here. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry. I thought I'm a little late and everything. Into the party. I had a long ass day today.
It's your birthday, though. Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Listen, thank you. I've been running back and fucking forth. I was doing mad shit before our show in the next God knows when. But yo, listen, but we here though, Ivy. This is a future partnership and kind of working out, the first set of events and stages and everything else like that. And independent podcasts gotta work with other independent podcasts if you want to reach your objective and goal. So it's always good to collaborate with other podcasts as well. Like, I don't know what people are thinking.
It's really funny though. When I think about this, right? Because sometimes I used to think about collaboration. I'm like, but more and more that I grew in business, I found it so valuable. Because then on top of that, it's just like, yo, when you go through something, they go through it too, because you become so close knit that it's like a smaller community within the community.
Yeah, there's different fractions of different groups that rock with different shows and shit like that. As you hear Drop Tears Network, and then you hear the League of Extraordinary Podcasters that's out there. They got their little collective of podcast shit and like that. And then you look at us with the whole commission talk with me, with Dre from the 1130 podcast on Top Pro Wrestling. And then you got my man buzzing with Marlo, with my man Warren. We come together every week and do our show too, and we started to build our own little network ourselves, so we can do what other networks are doing. But we want to work with everybody. We're not just handpicking and selecting people to only come on and not really open up the doors. It's like being passed over. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes you might need to take initiative and put it in your own hands, and that's exactly what the fuck that we did. And we realized, us three, every time when we come and do a podcast, we always have fun. But not only that, we come with facts, and just the chemistry is always perfect between the three of us. So I wouldn't even know if other people, if we did want to bring other podcasts in, were they even meshing well with us? So that's another thing too.
Tell me a little bit more about yourself, because you obviously, you're from out of town. You're in our Rawrdzone, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
You know what the hat represents. I'm from Boston. Been a wrestling fan all my life because of my mother. So I took it from her and ran with it. Been a vivid wrestling fan for my whole life. My favorite wrestler, whose birthday was yesterday too, was the Undertaker's. So yes, so he was the guy that got me hooked into wrestling, and I never left that genre ever since. Like I said, I grew up in Boston, South Boston, Massachusetts, 02127. Shout out to y'all. And we've been through a lot, love-hate relationship between me and them damn projects, because you learn a lot from your upbringing, but you don't want to be a product of your environment in a sort of sense. So, you always got to take the good with the bad, and guess you got to have one foot in the door, one foot into the streets. And that's where I'm at right now. Currently, it's like, you got to be able to balance both, but I'm not trying to do this for too long. When I started doing this whole podcast thing, I didn't know what the fuck a podcast even was until when I heard Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard, Talk is Jericho with Chris Jericho, Jim Cornette's Drive Through podcast, stuff like that. Like I know that those were really podcasts. I thought it was just like little take conversations and shit like that, and people just listen to them and stuff like that. And it was Elimination Chamber 2020 where I got upset about the main event, and I instead of me talking to my boys about everything, I was like, you know what? Why don't I find another way to try to let my feelings out to the world? And came across an app called Anchor on my phone, and I did the first episode. I think like the very next day, and I just caught that bug, B. And I just been working ever since. And I just always told myself, and my uncle had always told me, if you love something and you feel like you can take it to the next level, do it. And I just brought OTTR to new heights and new levels. And here we are, 2 years later.
What were some of the criticisms you got when you started your podcast? Because I know when I started doing all of this, they were like, well, what the fuck is the white girl doing here? Talking this shit.
I didn't really get that much criticism at first. I think people were kind of surprised that I went the route with it, because some people knew that I was already a wrestling fan, so they were just like, "Oh shit, he has his own wrestling podcast. I wonder what the hell he's really going to say." And some people know how upfront and very brash tone I am about certain things, certain situations. You don't hold back yourself for anybody. That's what I learned a long time ago, and I kind of just took it upon myself. Like, I don't give a shit what no one says about my shit. I gotta be my own. I gotta be my own critic when it comes to my own work, because I went to art school for 6 years, so I will have to critique my own work regardless. To say, okay, this part I messed up on. This part I need to do better on. I need to get a lot more comfortable here. I gotta learn some new words. I gotta be able to do this, that, and third, to try to be a better presenter to my content.
You
And
went to art school?
yeah.
For what kind of medium? I'm sorry, I just found that so interesting.
2D fine arts and painting, but I have experience in graphic design and illustration.
Look at you, a man of many hats.
I try to is learn as much skills and trades as you can, because as a human being, what is our main job as we are alive walking for 80 to 100 years? You're supposed to learn, grow, and use that skills to make your life better. And my uncle always told me, learn as much stuff as you can, because for a black man, they're going to expect you to work 4 times as hard than what any other nationality is. And it's very, very, very true. So you gotta go hard with it, or otherwise people won't respect you for, or people won't pay attention to your shit.
What do you feel like the hardest part of this game is?
Networking is one of those things. People want to network with whoever that they want to network with. And sometimes when you feel slighted, you feel like, okay, why is that? Or maybe because they have a previous history that I'm new onto the scene. So I may not know too many podcasters out there like you may do, or X amount of other podcasts in New York have, and probably know or know one another, been around one another. I come from a whole nother fucking state to come out to a state that I don't like just to come out to support a show. That says something. You know, I think it's more of the fitting into the rest of the community to be like, yo, you're one of them. And some people may look at you and probably second guess you. Other people might not take you serious. And I'm the type of person when I walk into a fucking building, they look at me and be like, who's this guy? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Blackhart. Nice to meet you. I'm from Boston. I'm the head honcho of OTTR headquarters. This is my baby right here. That's my logo that's on that fucking flyer. Obviously, we're here for a fucking reason. Otherwise, I would not be here to do nothing. You know what I mean? It was making a statement. Like, there's a new podcast from Boston, Massachusetts, which you barely hear nothing about us out here. Shout out to the Irish Whip podcast who've been out here for 15 years, but they haven't done the stuff that we done. And I'm not snubbing anyone and shit like that, but I feel like we bring more to the motherfucking table. And it's time for us to get that recognition.
I mean, I think networking is definitely hard. I feel like I've only gotten lucky the way that I have is only because I've had photography on my side. And I'm not saying it in a bad way, and I'm not saying that as a shot to myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like had I not done photography the places I had, I wouldn't have met the people that I went to in order to get to where I am now.
Mm. I mean, I don't think that for me. I think it was more of, for me, I want to do what everyone else's podcast does. That's what makes everyone sound the same, black, original. Pretty much, you can just skim through it, find a good part, skim through it. You're done. Certain people don't take the time to really sit, listen, or watch an episode. They'd be like, yo, I wonder what the hell this person is going to say, that person's going to say, what they're going to talk about this topic over here that happened during the week. And you see the collective of people that I have around me when it comes to that goddamn show. Everyone brings something to the goddamn fucking table. Everyone may have a different opinion about a match that may result to a debate and a whole argument. And then it's like, people got to choose sides. Are you rocking with this person because of how they feel about it? Or you rocking with this person based on how they feel about it? I wanted to bring that dynamic into my show, to my own crew. So when it came to the people that's actually in there, all of them came in. Majority of them came in because of me, because I was looking out for more talent. And more talent brings new chemistry. Sometimes the chemistry mixture don't mix, others do. And surprisingly, for the 9 people besides myself that's actually in this group that actually come on each and every week, or each and every other week, or whenever that they actually got the time to, you see what they bring to the fucking table. You see how people gravitate to me, to Cyber, to Maverick, to Dukes, to Shar, to Uncle Fats, and many, many, many more. You know, I think other podcasters, they don't have that. They don't have a collective of people that know their shit. Not just 2 people, not just 3 people, not just 4 fucking people. We have 10. 10 motherfuckers with 10 fucking experiences, what they think a professional wrestling is, and this is how we make the whole thing come collide together here. And plus, our content is way more raunchy and way more funny, and then we get straight to the fucking point. We hold back no fucking punches on no one, unlike certain podcasts out there that want to hold back this shit.
I mean, I am here with you until what, 11, 12 tonight?
Probably.
You know.
Give or take.
Give or take, you know.
Give or take.
So it's just a little pre warm up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Have you thought about putting the clips from your interviews on your actual social media though? That way you can have more people to actually tune in. Because like honestly, that's how I found out about a lot of these podcasts. Honestly, through Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
They'll post something from their podcast. Like that's how honestly, before I met the Dirty Heels, I used to follow their stuff on Instagram all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me tune in more to podcasts.
Okay. Well, we started doing that ourselves after a while. After I kind of picked up on, we gotta just get clips, put them on the social medias, and see how people react to them. The more reaction, the more communication that we get, the more people are going to start flocking over to want to see, okay, what's people talking about here? What's this new relevant topic that's over here on the social media here on Instagram, what it is on Facebook, or what it is on Twitter. So there's different platforms that you have to tackle, but I tackle each and every one of them because it's all connected to one. So if I put one on one, it's going to share to the other, then it's going to share to the other. So I don't even got to do that much. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yeah, you can listen. You can watch the clips, but we'd rather want you to watch our show because that's what really counts. The whole thing is a body of work. I believe each and every episode that we have is like a song. You know what I'm saying? And the whole season that we have are like our mixtape albums. We want to give you hit after hit after hit to be like, yo, you gotta come back to watch this. Not just watch a clip, to watch the whole goddamn thing.
But that's why the platforms like Instagram and Facebook allow you to put the link so they can learn more and then go directly to your page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And we have all that stuff on our link tree.
No, but I mean, you could post it on the actual video post.
Yeah, and we done that. Yeah, and we done the reels and stuff like that before. So we're not new to it. We just haven't been doing it longer than what other motherfuckers have done it because they actually have people that actually will go and back and watch all these footage just to clip these damn things. Now, for me, I gotta teach these guys over here how to do that type of shit because half of them are not tech savvy like me. So a lot of the work that I am doing, it falls on my shoulders.
Okay, I understand.
So I'm not here to bitch and complain about that. I just want that to be known. Like there's reasons why you see OTTR posting certain shit like that because it's only mainly one person that's really fucking doing it. Compared to other podcasters where they have someone to do this stuff behind the scenes and all that you guys say is just this deadline is this day at this time, then they have something. Unfortunately, it's not that way for us over here.
I mean, I feel like as we started progressing in this, like it becomes easier for us in order to manage the time better because now, like I feel like now with going to work, and being back at the school full time with my job, it's like okay, I know I work like 2 days, this many hours, so when I'm not there, I could do the podcasting stuff and the editing, bring it with me for my lunch break, so I have like more time to edit and more time to do things, because it's starting to become routine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, same thing for me too. I mean, listen, even through the whole COVID period, I was still going into an office and still risking my ass to go in the fucking there because I needed the money, of course. And one job had me on the bench because without concerts, they're not really gonna have people really working. So that was a no go. So that's a no go anyway. But it kind of got tougher as things started to open back up, and then the more no's that we had gotten, the more I gotta put into it now. And then with all this other stuff, with WrestleNary coming out, the game show and everything else, the after darks where we have special guests come on and then we have sit down interviews with them and shit like that. I mean, I'm gonna dub it interviews as more like conversations. I'd like to make a person feel like they're not being interrogated, and now that they don't have the light on them and shit like that. I just like, no, let's just talk. Like you saying, like,
well, I mean,
we can kick it for like an hour and talk and shit like that. Listen, like, let's just talk about X, Y, Z. Like, I just want to know from your perspective, how do you feel about this? Because from my perspective as a fan, I can tell you about this, and that's how some of the formula actually kind of came about. And then with the last week of wrestling, we do that shit every week. So from Monday to right after Rampage is over, I'm doing slides, getting all that shit ready to do on our show, so I can give a better presentation. This is having people watch me just talk and just explaining every fucking thing. And I was like, that gets boring after a while. I wanted to try to up my game each and every fucking season. And that's what the fuck that we've been doing ever since we came into season 5. We came out with a fucking bang. And people was actually just like, yo, I never seen this podcast before, but this shit was fucking fire. That says a lot. Of taking your own initiative, being creative with your own product.
So, as a wrestling fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I used to watch it when I was younger, like the Stone Cold era, and then my mom caught my godfather putting it on for me, so I wasn't allowed to watch it until I got older. So I want to say, like, the first time I want to say I really saw the Rumble was the year that it was Cena versus Lesnar and Rusev, I think, was in the Royal Rumble. Some shit like that.
Yeah, so that had to have been like 2014.
Yes.
Maybe.
I never go and say I'm a fan from the way beginning, because that would be a lie. I love learning about it. I love reading about it. But I do feel like there's also just a stigma in the wrestling community that if you don't know every single person or every single wrestler, you're not a true wrestling fan. How do you feel about that?
Because bullshit. Because that's not technically true, because I was brought up in the 90s. So my era was the Shawn Michaels, the Razor Ramon, the Bret Harts, the Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin's. I wasn't even conceived to 1989. So the generations before that, like the late great Buddy Rogers, Bruno Sammartino, even Ric Flair, when he would jump on when he jumped on the actual scene, Magnum TA, I never got to watch any of his matches because I wasn't even conceived at that fucking time period. I think for wrestling fans, if you want to call yourself a fan, then I say, number one, don't just focus on one promotion, please, because that's not cutting it. If you can go to different promotion, and talk about the history behind it, the superstars, and all of this shit, I can W a wrestling fan. Now, if you're one person that just says, okay, but I grew up around Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, the whole Attitude Era, and then after the Attitude Era was over, they was done watching wrestling, period. Those ain't fans, okay? Those are the fans that only liked it one particular because it had you mesmerized to watch it each and every week. What the fuck they was going to do next? Crash TV, 98 style, all that type shit, okay? Now, I can't vouch for that. I can vouch for the people that want to learn about the wrestling in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, before we had dubbed it sports entertainment. Before it was actually an 8-hour fucking wrestling match that went to a fucking tie that had no fucking decisive winner. Or the very first screw job, not the Bret Hart one, the very first one from back in the 70s. Back in the 40s, with a wrestler called Amor DeClain. And he had bitten himself in the fucking chest. So when he went into a match with his adversary, who was champion at the time, they got into a headlock. He sold it like a motherfucker, like he just got bitten, and he punched himself to try to brighten up the bruise so the other person could get disqualified so he won the championship. No, I bet you no one ever thought about that. That I learned that one from Jim Cornette himself. So, folks, don't tell me how wrestling fans are supposed to know about this, about that. If you know your shit, you know your shit. If you don't, you don't. But take it upon yourself to learn about the fucking sport before you even judge the damn sport. What I gotta say about that?
So we was talking today, because then now we gotta go start getting ready to do off the top ropes. You said you did a lot of reflection about today.
Yeah.
What is one thing you take from the last year of your life?
That's a very good question. I think taking myself a little bit too literally and seriously because of the person that I am and the person that I grew up to be, because of the people that was around me had kind of like whipped me into that shape to try to, handle myself and know how to take care of myself, but to be an effective leader as well when it comes to my crew, and knowing that, okay, I may not get the best performance, but at least give me something. They try to reason, try to be a little bit more compassionate about the situations of everyone's life, because everyone goes through different shit. I can always be there for everyone. All I got to do is make judgment calls and basically say, all right, bro, listen, take the time that you need to heal up, come back whenever the fuck that you are ready, rather than me saying, no, I need you to fuck back. It's something that I learned the past year, and learning how to really explore and be a lot more open-minded, because there's a lot of things that I found out last year leading into this year that kind of like threw me overboard, and I was just like, wow, if I would have knew that, I probably would, my life would have been different. I just say, just take your chances, make your moves when you know it's your turn to make a move, and do it in silence. Don't tell anyone about what the fuck that you are doing. Keep shit in your back pocket. And that's what and that's what I kind of learned. And and last but not least, have faith in yourself. Yeah,
that's very inspiring, and I'm glad you took the time to sit down and actually figure that out.
I did.
Individual, sir.
I mean, I was raised by people that actually cared, even if I didn't look at them the same way. But I had to find out later on in life when shit really hit me hard, to realize that all the shit that they was doing for me in the past is what's leading to what the fuck it is now. And I had to count my blessings, because there's gonna be a lot more worse things that could have happened to me. So I'm just appreciating the fact that I made it to 32, like certain people that are not here anymore. And it's probably never coming the fuck home. So free all my guys behind the wall, each and every one of them, including my cousin that I just got off the phone with. I'm not going to see him till when I'm like 49, until I'm 49 years old. That's another 17 years.
I'm sorry.
So, no, I mean, I learned to accept it now, but it was more of, life's life. Yeah, just take your fruits and your labors and enjoy them while you can.
But in like 30 minutes, we about to party hardy. Tell them about the game we're gonna play.
I'm about to try to tell people on the platform, but ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to work on a wrestling trivia game show for a while. If you guys actually tune into the Commission's Talk the Commission's Talk segments on my podcast, Dre's podcast, and Warren's podcast, we kind of discussed that a little bit, and I thought probably as far-fetched to try to be done, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm really going to fucking do this. So the game show tonight, WrestleNary, is gonna be. I want to try to decide on the date to try to do like a weekly show, or like a weekly game show. So I want to lean towards Thursdays. to start doing those. So we'll be on Thursdays. Don't know the time yet, but we'll figure that out. But we'll figure that out. But by the end of the night, just basically it's just a trivia game show, and we're gonna come on, and I'm gonna be testing you guys' wrestling knowledge. So yeah, folks, if you want to call yourself a wrestling fan, come on the motherfucking show, jump on WrestleNary, and let me test that gangster out. You know what I'm saying? So
I got no gangster. I said I didn't want the smoke.
Well, too bad that you ain't smoking right now. You know, I got a couple blunts already rolled up on my side anyway, so I'm already well prepared. But tonight's WrestleNary is going to be the debut edition. So whoever our contestants are going to be tested to the limits in 10 multiple choice questions, and let's see who made it to the very fucking end. If multiple people make it to the end, you go to the final round, which is the sudden death round, which I'll go ask 5 questions. It's all one answer, so there ain't no loopholes in this. And this is where you're going to really test your fucking gangster. And whoever is the last person standing wins, pretty much. So I can't wait. And, it's processed by elimination as well. So if you do get an answer wrong, you're gone. You're done. There ain't no coming back from that. So we're going to treat this. I think if people want to look at like Family Feud, The Weakest Link, and Jeopardy almost, picture those 3 game shows in our game show.
I mean, if you get a Jeopardy Labs account, you could just have the Jeopardy actual template if you wanted to.
Probably, but then that's too many rules that I'm gonna have to do just to try to create each and every fucking slot just so I can do that. And I'll just like, I was like, I'd rather stick to the trivia way, because the trivia way it's way more easier. The format is a lot more fun to actually try to like get them to try to think about a question really, really, really hard, instead of you doing the Jeopardy way, which you gotta give them like a time limit. So I was like, if I want to do my own time limit, it gotta be like 10-15 seconds to even answer a question.
Okay.
Oh, and to give you a heads up, make sure you have a piece of paper and a pen for you to write down your answers, because you will be showing your answers on screen.
Oh, God.
Yes. Okay. So at least I told you that now. Then rather you telling you like 5 minutes before the show even starts, you'd be like, oh shit. So yeah, I can't wait for this. So yeah, we're gonna try to have this on. Huh?
So tell them where they gotta go in order to see this.
Oh, you're gonna have to go to our YouTube channel, our Twitch channel, and our Facebook groups tonight when we go live. It will be the second part of the birthday stream. The part number 1, the first part will be introducing Ivy, and everyone else that's going to be in. I'll do a quick little interview with you and learn a lot more about the Rawrrzone. Go back in time of how we met. The event that you got coming out in April. So I wanted to try to give you the time to kind of promote that and let people know the lineup and everything like that, how that event kind of come into play and everything like that. Give you some time to shine.
Okay. Oh, I do. Crap! I gotta send you those flyers.
No, don't worry. I already beat you to the punch.
Oh, yay! Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Exactly what I told my girlfriend earlier this morning. But but this WrestleNary game, I just told you it's gonna be exclusively YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I'm leaning towards Thursdays. Don't know the time though, but the time is gonna be somewhere in between. I want to say 6 and 8. I don't want to do it too late or too early, so it gotta be right in the middle. So maybe like 7 on Thursdays. So you start seeing some people come on the show and test their gangster. Like, let's do this. So
all right.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this. I can't wait.
So I'm gonna end this broadcast and we're gonna follow it over to the Off the Top Rope podcast YouTube.
Follow me.
Let's go.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go to Off the Top Roast Podcast on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook groups. You can find us. We're going to be live in about 22 minutes. You know me, the group. Always like to be a little TBD late. We're always also Black people time. So I can't complain because I was on some black people time today too. For the very first time, I was on some black people shit. Only because, like I said, I fucked up the coordination of my day, and that's how I ended up starting my day late today. So,
all right, it's your birthday.
Don't worry, and I got something to pop later too. I got that fat pop.
Oh God!
I haven't popped that open yet. I've been saving that shit all fucking day, and now I get a chance to actually I can actually pop it to actually drink some wine tonight. Yes, I'm going fancy, folks.
So we will see you guys in 20 minutes.